I'm Keri and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living TV. This week we're headed to the Greater Utica Chamber to talk to Keri, Puleo and Mielnicki all about Experience LeadHERship, the amazing summit they've put together to support women in business. Then I'm going to sit down with Tyler Brown of B&K Fencing and talk about how to plan out your fence build for this spring and summer. I'm Keri and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living TV. Today I'm here with Keri Puleo from the Greater Utica Chamber and Mielnicki from Impact X. Hi guys.
Hi, how are you, Keri?
Good, thanks for having me. We're here at the Chamber, also your office location, so we're close. We got everything right here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Experience LeadHERship. I was at the event last year. It was phenomenal, and we've just got a few weeks. It's coming up.
Yeah.
So we need a countdown.
Literally, yeah. I mean, what are we at? We're at less than a month, right?
Less than a month.
So we are there. So tell me how the whole concept began and kind of what you envisioned from the start.
Yeah, so Keri and I attended a similar event in Albany with Jen Kita from Standard, and again, a similar concept, half-day women's summit focused around inspiration, empowerment, connection of women in our community. Basically, Jen knew that it was such an important topic for our community and asked if Keri and I would consider trying to put something like that together. Her exact words were, if I know this is going to happen, you two will make it happen. And so we did. Keri and I basically hit the ground running, and we knew it was such a need. The actual event filled up and sold out in 6 days last year, which was astonishing. We were obviously so just shocked. We had a whole marketing plan to try to get people there, and like I said, sold right out.
You didn't even need it.
Literally sold out, so it was an amazing event. This year we are actually sold out again, 500 women at SUNY Poly. Yes.
So you had to change locations because it got so big and there was a need, right?
Yeah, we really explored a lot of places. It was really important to us that we still kept this in the Mohawk Valley, and so we checked out a few locations, and SUNY Poly ticked so many of our boxes in terms of increasing the amount of attendees, but also offering new opportunities and experiences. So this year we're starting a little bit early. We're going to have a Power Her Expo before the event, where sponsors and women-owned businesses can table and interact with women, kind of setting the stage for what they'll hear in the afternoon regarding leadership and entrepreneurship and just being a well-rounded women in the area, and trying to make sure that all of those opportunities that they're looking for in an event like this are fulfilled.
So what I love about this, it's not a lunch, right? It's not like a lunch and learn or you have a couple speakers. It is a full day packed with information. And I think one thing that really stood out to me last year was the age of the attendees. There were so many young women who were either starting in business or, you know, just kind of in their first or second jobs, really kind of interacting with people who'd maybe been in business, like a lot of us, for 30 years, right? Who are able to come together and figure out ways to work together, mentor people, and kind of really collaborate. So that's really what stood out to me.
That was definitely, sorry, Keri, that was definitely a goal. We knew how inclusive we wanted to be with this event and really hitting every background, age background, different races. Like, we wanted to hit and make sure that we covered everyone, so it's not going to be just your typical business people that you're seeing at every event. We had college students, we had stay-at-home moms. We had so many different backgrounds, retirees, so many different backgrounds of women, and that was the whole point, that we were making sure that it really was that event that not only got you out of the box to connect with all different people in all different backgrounds.
Yeah, and I think both our keynote and our panel this year will reflect that, looking at just the stages of the journey of life you are in a woman, and what that means for your career. And sometimes it's okay to back off a little bit on a career to pursue personal goals, but also the arc of your career journey and where you are in that journey, and life lessons. Life lessons
Love
that you can learn from
yeah,
there.
I mean, I definitely, can relate to that. 25 years in the city, crazy kind of career, and then coming up here to reset a little bit and spend that time with my kids. And now I always say I'm almost an empty nester because my son's with me for about 6 more months, and then,
You never know.
Yeah, career. It's like the cycles of your career change.
Yeah,
right?
and sometimes you need to take care of your kids. Sometimes you need to take care of your parents. Sometimes you need to take care of yourself. And
that's the hardest part, which I think is something
Yeah.
that's stressed at Experience LeadHERship too. I think it's fantastic.
And we have a little bit of wellness activities going on this year as well to hint upon that exactly about the importance of taking care of yourself. In that whole arc of your career life and span. So really just a great day for women in our community, put on by women in our community. We do have some outside speakers who are coming that we're really excited about, but really just learning from the people who are here and leaning on their experience and maybe even finding a mentor if you're a younger person entering the career, or if you're going towards retirement and you want to give back to a younger woman, that you may see somebody, find that spark of somebody in yourself, which is a term Morgan and I have heard a couple of times while planning this. And so the seeds will be planted for that as well.
And I think one other thing I want to touch on, Keri, is we have breakout sessions as part of the afternoon, but we had over 50 applicants for these breakouts. So although we have 2 speakers that are coming in from out of town, all of our other speakers are women right here in our community that have a story to tell. And that goes without saying, like how amazing our community is with all these different, we actually had difficulty trying to select who our speakers were gonna be.
And we had so many women just raising their hand to help, whether it's to volunteer,
we still do,
to financially contribute, to offer advice, to anything. It's just incredible to see so many women raising their hands and wanting to be a part of Experience LeadHERship.
It's so funny you say that, because one of the breakouts I was in last year, one of them, Dr. Cynthia Jones, ended up being on the cover of my May issue. Another one is one of my regular contributing editors, and the third person in that panel actually contributed to my January issue. So it really is those connections I even made just being there for that short time have really, gone on for the past year, and I look forward to making more of them. I know that's the goal here. And also everyone supporting each other. There's no competitiveness. All of our businesses here can thrive, and I know that's something at Mohawk Valley Living that we talk about all the time. It's about the positivity, it's about lifting each other up, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for that, for women in business, and for all businesses really, with everything you guys do on your regular day jobs, right? Because this is just something else that you've added to what you're doing.
It's a job.
It's a job. It's a job.
Don't we always have multiple jobs though?
Yes.
So I appreciate that, and I know when this one closes, you'll have probably like a week of relief, and then you'll start planning the next one. I know you guys.
Yeah, we're already keeping that in the background of.
We already have some other plans for 2027.
Love it. Absolutely love
in the
it.
works.
So thanks so much for coming on. I look forward to seeing you at the event. Can't wait to see what's in store. And maybe we'll do a little post recap and talk about kind of what came out of it.
Yeah, a lot of exciting. Yeah,
Of
thank you
course.
so much for having us. And thank you for your support. And we look forward to having you there with full
Awesome.
table.
Love it.
See you March 18th.
Guys. And that's it from the Greater Utica Chamber. Can you talk me through, and I know we have some beautiful colors here, so we're starting with the white.
Your front entry is the heart of your home, and a quality entry door is your home's first line of defense against the weather.
So right now, during the New York Sash March door sale, buy an entry door and get a storm door for free.
Don't need the storm door? Well, you can take $1,000 off the entry door instead.
The customer's choice, a free storm door or $1,000 off.
Get the deal at NewYorkSash.com or stop in our showroom for a limited time.
New York Sash, window siding, bats, and doors.
A fence is an important investment. It defines your space, provides security, and reflects on the pride you take in your property. At B&K Fencing, we just don't install fences, we build solutions. We take a hands-on approach with every client. Our commitment is to superior craftsmanship and durable materials. Whether it's classic wood, low-maintenance vinyl, secure chain link, or elegant aluminum, quality is non-negotiable. We ensure that every project, large to small, is built right, built to last, and delivered at a fair price. That's the standard we uphold at B&K Fencing.
We We are the best spine care facility in the region. We are providing world-class care for our patients. We are Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery. Suffering from neck pain, back pain, frustrated because you can't get any relief? Let Dr. Q and his staff provide you with the care and compassion that you need. With the latest and greatest technology, Dr. Q and his staff will help get your health and your life back to what you deserve. Dr. Q cares about you. Call us today.
Okay, it's all fixed. No new parts, under an hour, no charge.
I don't want to make any decisions right now.
Don't worry about it. It's no charge.
Now, I really can't make a decision like this without talking to my wife. But I will decline the charges.
Sir, there's still no charge. You have a good night.
The green team doesn't sell, they solve. For unexpected wins, get on the green with Standard.
Wait, you didn't even ask for my email address.
I had been lifting something heavy, felt a tinge in my back. I also had some shortness of breath, but thought it was due to what I figured was some kind of muscle pull. I was wrong.
The episodes of pain that Ray was experiencing were actually small heart attacks. The Wynn Emergency Department was able to provide immediate life-saving care to Ray's heart.
If it wasn't for the amazing team at Wynn, I might not be here at all. I feel indebted to everyone who helped make Wynn Hospital a reality so I can get the immediate care I needed right when I needed it.
Thank you for giving my daddy back home.
From our family's first dealership to today, the Steve Ponte Auto Group continues to be your locally and family-owned auto group.
With our 8 locations, we stay true to our mission, to treat everyone like family and to always make the process easy.
Whether it's your first visit to our showroom or your 5th,
we don't stop at the sale. Our service departments are here for you even after you drive off the lot.
And we're proud to carry on our family traditions to the next generation.
We're your family-owned, locally owned auto group.
We are strategic. Want to know what we do? It's simple. We help you live your great life. That means great financial planning, straightforward investment strategies, and guidance when life throws a curveball. Retirement, college, taxes, and big decisions. Spend less time worrying and more time living. Strategic, life by design.
Today I'm here with Tyler Brown, owner of B&K Fencing. Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
So again, now we've talked about aluminum, we talked about wood. Now vinyl. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I do have a couple neighbors who have vinyl fencing. Yeah. It wasn't something I considered. I kind of wish I had. So can you talk me through, and I know we have some beautiful colors here. So we're starting with the white.
Yes.
And then is this a tan?
A tan, yep.
Okay. Blue, which I have not seen before.
Yep. We have like a grayish blue right here.
Okay.
And then the last one's an adobe color. So the vinyl, our vinyl products are built very strong. We have a 2x7 rail here.
Okay.
Our pickets have extra splines in them, making them very strong. This product is also backed with a lifetime warranty as well, and it comes with a 10-year labor warranty. It's a great choice for people that don't want the wood look, but want the privacy in their backyard. It's very strong and durable. You know, it could take soccer balls, tennis balls.
All that fun kid stuff.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I mean, I look at the white, it's so beautiful and shiny. How do you clean this? Is it literally just hose it off, or?
Yeah, so depending on what's hitting it, you know, trees, leaves, you can spray it like, we use a reliable product that we like to push on people. It works very great. You just spray it right on and pressure wash it right off.
Really?
The pressure wash isn't going to hurt the material.
Is it going to take the
Nope.
paint off, anything else, which is
Nope.
amazing, because that does make it so much easier than scrubbing it, especially when
absolutely.
it's a big fence.
Yeah.
All right, that's fantastic. And then I think you had a couple other colors
Yes.
in vinyl I
Yep.
definitely wanted to check out.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. So
There we go.
here are some wood grain options we have here.
I love this. This to me is like a whitewash.
Yeah.
Like it's as if you painted your fence. It's a little bit aged. Same with all of them. I absolutely love this look. And with these that have the wood grain, you're not going to see those little spots or little bits of dirt. You're not going to wash it as much,
No.
right?
Yep, that's
it's not going to show that stuff. How popular, oh, and then this is the top. How popular are these versus the plain, you know, solid colors? Are you seeing a mix of what people are choosing?
So we'll get a lot of the solid colors. This is a little more on the higher end, cost-wise. A lot of people don't usually go for this. It's really nice looking, but it's very expensive. So you really gotta want it to have it.
Or have a smaller area you're fencing
Yes.
in for some specific reason.
Yes.
Yeah, because you do
Yep.
can feel it's textured. Like
Yes.
wood.
Yeah. It's more of like a decorative.
Yeah. It's not just the color.
Yep.
I absolutely love this as well. So I make a phone call. I call you. Again, I'm looking to have you come out, give me an estimate.
Yep.
You said it's a couple days, and you'd be able to come out. You
Yep.
look at the space,
Yep.
and whether I have an idea of budget or not, we can talk about different materials.
Yes.
Aluminum, chain link, wood, whatever we're looking at.
Yep.
And then how long would it be before I get an estimate?
So sometimes I can give you an estimate right on the spot, but usually if you wanted something worked up, usually a day or two, I would say, depending on the load that we have at the time. But it's fairly quick, I'm able to give you kind of a rough idea of what it's going to cost. I'll plug in the material list to the vendor and get an exact, and I could send an email, call, text, whatever the customer wants to, however they want to receive the quote, I should say. Yeah.
So one thing I am definitely guilty of is realizing I need something or want something done for the summer in June or July. Not ideal. No. So we're in February.
Yeah.
Is now the time to plan this fence?
Now is the time to plan, definitely. The biggest thing is beating the rush, getting on our schedule. When the sun starts to shine and the weather warms up, we get very busy. And if you want a fence in the spring or early summer, it's best to call right when the snow's here or right after the snow's gone, just so we can get everything planned, we can get everything ordered, and make sure your job goes nice and smooth.
Do you already have stuff booked out for spring? I would assume you do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And does the ground need to be completely thawed? Like, when are we looking at, assuming the sun and we don't have a ton of snow, what month are you kind of starting these jobs?
So we like to start the end of February. Wow. We can work if there's some snow. Some people want fences right away, and as crazy as it is, we could go put one in tomorrow. We'll just have to do the extra work, move the snow, and kind of drive some posts down. But
so you can work year round, really?
Yeah, we could. We don't like to. No one likes to work in the cold, but
it's a little too chilly right now.
We could. If it was an emergency, or sometimes we get people that buy new homes and buy a new house, I should say, or have a dog and they don't want to walk the dog around the yard, so they'll call and say, hey, I need a fence, and we'll just bundle up and get it done. So
that's fantastic. I encourage all of our viewers, if you are thinking about a fence, definitely call Tyler, get an estimate, get him out there, and again, you're in there in a couple days, within a week, estimate, timing, all that great stuff.
Absolutely.
So, we really appreciate everything you do for our community. I even see on Facebook how you're out there helping people and giving them the solutions they need to make their house more livable.
Yes,
right? That's
absolutely.
what it comes down to.
So, I'd love to help people.
Thanks. Thanks again for joining me.
Yeah.
And
thank you for
I
having
hope
me.
to see you soon.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Care. And that's it from the Mohawk Valley Living TV studio. We'll see you next time.
So we have a maintenance program that we can customize it to whatever works for you. My grandparents started the business in 1966. My grandfather was a farmer, had a bunch of kids, and they wanted a pool, so he built a pool for himself and then started building pools for other farmers in the Dowsville area. They opened Garrity Pools Spa in Dowsville. Moved to Herkimer in 1980, and we've been here ever since. This is all I've done my whole life. We're a third generation business now. When we were offered hot spring spas, I hadn't been that excited about getting a product in here in many years. This is a 21st century spa that is made for the customers today. I have a pool and a spa at my house, and it's about family. My wife has a big family, and the parties, birthdays, Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, they're at our house because everybody comes around the pool and spa to get together, just have some nice family time.
Okay, here's the estimate for your new HVAC system. Whenever you're ready, you can sign right here.
I'll need my lawyer to look over this.
Looks good. No issues.
What about the fine print?
There is no fine print.
What's this, a $3,000 charge?
That's a credit. You get that.
Correct. That's a credit through the state.
Well, what should I do?
Sign here.
For unexpected wins, get on the green with Standard.
You know I'm still billing you for this, right?
We are strategic. Want to know what we do? It's simple. We help you live your great life. That means great financial planning, straightforward investment strategies, and guidance when life throws a curveball. Retirement, college, taxes, and big decisions. Spend less time worrying and more time living. Strategic, life by design.
Hear ye! Welcome roofing royalty to your home. The King awaits with bountiful savings. The Roofing King can help you with all your roofing needs. The Roofing King and all his men have the royal plan with perfect installs, maintenance, repairs, and free inspections. Call 315-269-3519 or visit roofingkingusa.com today. Save yourself time and money with your roofing professionals, the Roofing King.
At New York Sash, we know the value of experience. We also know when to let someone else take the lead. Because trusting experts means letting people do what they do best. For over 35 years, that's how we've earned trust. One home, one project, one family at a time. And right now, stop into our showroom or call to take advantage of 20% off this month. So trust New York Sash and let our family take care of your family.
Today I'm here at Garrity Pools Spa with Dick Garrity. Hi, Dick.
Hi, Keri. How are you?
Homeowners who have pools can have someone come out and really take care of that, the chemicals,
Yes.
everything. What does that entail?
So we have a maintenance program that we can customize it to whatever works for you. We have many customers that have our maintenance team come out once a week, whenever they open the pool, but our unofficial start to summer is like Memorial Weekend. So we have a program that goes from Memorial Weekend to Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Once a week, he'll come out, test the water, add chemicals, vacuum it, skim the top, make sure it's looking good. He can come out in early spring if you're having trouble getting the pool cleaned up. He can come out, test the water, add chemicals, get your pool going to where so it's ready for that unofficial start to summer, which we call Memorial Weekend here.
Right. So I love that because I know we do the pool open and we're putting a ton of chemicals in to try and get it back. And depending on the winter, especially when I think the temperature fluctuates, which we've had a little bit of this winter, that's when I feel like it can kind of go into that greener direction, right?
Yeah,
the
for
longer you
sure.
wait too.
And that's what I tell people. As soon as the weather breaks, I mean, you don't always want to open it super early, but as soon as the weather breaks, you're better to get that pool running, because if we do get that warm early spring, even late winter, that's when things start to churn under there and things turn
Algae
green, and
yep.
it's going to take longer to clean up. So
it gives you that opportunity to get it clear while the water's still cool,
Yes.
right? And then get it clean. And I do think once I get my pool clear, it's unusual I have an issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it kind of stays clear. So that maintenance plan is great that you do have someone coming out every week to make sure you're balancing those chemicals correctly. Would you say right now most people are doing saltwater systems?
I would say the majority of our new installations are saltwater pools.
Is that easier to balance, or?
It is, yeah, I definitely would say. So a saltwater pool still is a chlorine pool. It just takes the salt and converts it into chlorine. But I tell people, like, it has a whole different feel to it. It's softer on the skin, softer on your hair. It's not going to dry all that out. And then it's much easier. You're not having to remember to put in your sticks or your tabs or shock the pool. If the salt's up to level, it's going to balance itself out and take care of itself. So it is a great way to go nowadays. People really like the salt, the way it feels and the ease of it, to not having to add all the chemicals.
So the salt converts to chlorine.
Yes.
You mentioned easier on skin and hair. What about that whole green hair thing we got? I mean, I've got a daughter who's blonde. I have blonde hair. Does it still have the potential to give you that little tinge of green hair?
It doesn't really, because it balances the water. It keeps the pH and alkalinity in check with the salt. So yeah, you're not going to have those issues with green hair as much. But we tell people, salt pool, traditional chlorine pool, you still got to test it. And here at Garrity Pools, we do have free computerized water testing.
Okay.
I have people that bring it in here once a week, once a month. We tell people so a little bit more just to be safe. But our maintenance guy can actually come to your home and test it too.
That's nice.
So no matter if you want to come here, do our computerized water testing here, or have our guy stop at your house and do the water testing, we just want to make sure that you're keeping the water in balance. If you keep the water in balance, if you keep it sanitized, you're not going to have issues with green hair, green pools.
Yep.
You're going to have crystal clear water all year.
So if I had the maintenance person come out, test the water, right? They could then also treat the water to
Yes.
fix whatever's
He has
not in
everything
balance.
on the truck to test it and then add what is needed to take care of it right there on the spot.
And I don't have a saltwater system. Is that something I could add if I wanted to?
That's become very popular.
Okay.
Converting or traditional chlorine pools to salt pools. It's very easy.
Okay.
It can be done in a service call within a couple hours.
Wow.
We install the salt system over by your pump and filter,
Yep.
and we add the salt to the pool. We can get it up and running, and you will have a salt pool within a day or two compared to what you had before.
That's amazing. I have a liner, and I know we have a bunch here. So when I look at these have a trim on top. Mine is all one color. So I didn't do a trim, and I wonder if that's also the reason that maybe I'm getting that edging.
The
where
border on top does hide.
It hides
'cause
it.
No matter what, you're going to get that like ring around the tub. You can scrub it off, but yeah, the border on top definitely hides it.
So I probably have something like this,
Mhm.
and I'm getting probably more of a bleaching effect, but it did give a brown tinge. So
Yeah.
it's something I'm getting ready to be like, all right, I just want a new liner. So what's the process in that? Like if I want to get a new liner this spring,
Sure.
summer, what do we do?
Stop in, give us a call. We can stop at your house, take a look at the pool. But once you're on our list and say July 1st, we're talking to come do your liner, June 1st, whatever it is, it's a one-day process.
That's
We
awesome.
will drain the pool, resurface the bottom, drop the new liner in, have water ready to go, and it's just one day where you're not losing weeks at a time. You're just losing maybe a couple days by the time you get it filled, running again.
So you said one thing right there that was key for me about the resurface. So on my steps, because I do have liner on my steps, I have like a little area that's sunk in a little bit, and I have some sharp areas. So that's going to kind of get taken care of as well when I do that.
We're going to resurface the bottom.
All right.
Patch any existing divots, holes. So yeah, try to smooth it all up so it's like a brand new pool again.
I like the sound
And that's
of
what's
that.
great about a vinyl liner pool, because I tell people that right from the beginning. Eventually, we tell people 10 years on the low end, 15 to 20 years on the high end, you're going to have to replace the liner. But when you do replace the liner, it's like giving the pool a facelift and it looks brand new. We like the Latham Graphex polymer pool for the Northeast.
Okay.
I tell people we could build any pool we want. We think this is the best for our climate.
Okay. And then one other thing I want to mention, you know, this isn't really a maintenance thing, but I did want to ask, because we're talking climate. Do you have a system that has like a level of insulation around it? Is that system that kind of, I know there's something that you can kind of.
The Radiant above ground pool we have
That's what I'm
is an
thinking of.
insulated wall pool. It's a 2-inch foam thick insulated wall, so it's actually going to keep your pool warmer than a traditional above ground pool.
Wow.
And with that insulation, that 2-inch thick wall, it's going to keep your pool warmer. And everyone likes a warmer pool.
That's for sure, especially here. A lot of
Yeah.
times the pool's warmer than the air.
Exactly.
Right? Make sure you pick up the March edition of Mohawk Valley Living. It's the arts and entertainment issue and is your spring guide for everything to do in arts and entertainment this season. And also check out more content at mohawkvalleyliving.com.